So, Timex is a very popular brand over here in India, and somehow maybe the demand which the local companies were not able to fulfill, Timex is able to do that by offering affordable and variety of watches, catering to various kind of segments, right from enthusiasts to common, people who would like to have plain watches, and affordability is again a major thing. So, it has various collaborations, it has various series or categories of watches or brands of watches, and one such very popular series is the Timex Deepwater. Now, over a period of time, Timex has been experimenting with this deep water category and by launching a number of watches, right from pure full titanium watches to, of course, steel and various varieties of it, including quartz and automatic. But recently, they have done something very unique and very different, and taking Timex to a very different level altogether by launching the Timex Deepwater Arctic edition. Now, this is a dive watch with a quartz movement, although it might feel a little pricey to people, because when we rationally compare things, then it might come on the higher side of price. But if you look at this watch closely, it hits most of the sweet spots by starting from 40.5 millimeter dial, a ceramic insert in the bezel, and very unique dial colors. And I'm sure that anybody can fall in love with these watches by just the sheer look of these watches. And these are dive watches with 200-meter water resistance. So let's have a deep dive into the specs of the watch. If we do a quick unboxing of this watch, so the box has come in slightly damaged position with the courier, but still it is fairly okay. So here is what is the number of this watch. So TW2Y64500IK. It costs 18,995 rupees in India. Let's open it up. So the outer case, outer paper, cardboard box. So typical, no fuss packaging of Timex. So here is the watch. Comes in a soft pillow. There's a small manual. I don't know why it says this, but still it says new, and the tag. Of course, the front and back, these plastic sheets. So if you keep it aside, here is the watch. So you'll notice that it has Timex Deepwater mentioned on the top, and water resistant 200 meter or 660 feet is mentioned, and it comes in a very sweet size in terms of case, that is 40.5 millimeter case, and it has a unidirectional 120 click rotating bezel which has a ceramic insert. So it comes in 3 colors. This is a black, or rather I would really say that it has a matte finish on the dial, and it appears to me more of anthracite as compared to black, and which makes it a beauty, really. So this is the black one, and I'm still too tempted to buy the blue one also. So the blue one is also a dark subtle blue, and then there is a root beer color also, which has these mid links of the Jubilee bracelet in gold, as well as the crown also is gold. So if you look at this, the crown is a typical deep water, has got this, arrow, a curved arrow on the crown, which is, it signifies the deep water in Timex. And let's have a quick check in terms of dimensions. So 11.5 millimeter thickness, 47 millimeter lug to lug. It comes with 20 millimeter lug and a 40.5 millimeter case. Okay, again, yeah. So it has applied indices and 3, 6, 9 and 12, which are also, applied. And all the indices have got a, steel kind of marking and superluminova. And the second hand has got a red tip on the arrow. And plus the Deepwater logo in red. So in many versions, they have kept this logo or they have not kept this logo. In this case, it goes very well with the red accents of the second hand. Now it is supposed to be, or people say that it's kind of homage to an Omega model, but it has only one arrow hand. The other arrow hand is not there. So the arrow in the hand is not there. So it might look a bit weird to some people, but it gives a unique character to the watch. So only on the minute hand the arrow is there, but not on the hour hand. And there's a new trend which I'm observing, that the dye watches are going in smaller sizes. So maybe you can say a technological advancement, or maybe in this case it might be movement. But if you look at Seiko also is experimenting quite a bit in terms of reducing the size of the divers, or overall you can see a trend of lower sized watches is picking up. So 36, 38, 40 max is becoming the modern day sweet spot. So the crown is also protected, and it's a screw down crown. And it has a Jubilee bracelet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 link Jubilee bracelet. The mid-links, the 3 mid-links are polished and rest all is brushed. So it's also brushed in a very subtle manner, as the bezel is also not very protruding. So it is, very on the soft side, not on a very cranky side per se. And the bracelet is also very good. It has Timex mentioned, and it comes with a butterfly deployment clasp, which is also very good. The back is closed and 200 meter water resistant, and it comes with quick release. So that's also a very good thing. And it's a 20 millimeter lug in terms of the bracelet or the strap. So this watch can very easily become a strap monster for sure. And with this kind of plain colors or pastel colors, you can have n number of variations, whichever you like, or based on your mood you can change the straps. Price. Now if I zoom it a little, then you can have a close-up of the watch, and you can see in person it looks very, very, very bright, and you would fall in love with the dial, I'm sure, if you look at it in person. So here is the loom, and it has very good loom of green color, So pretty sufficient for a dive watch. And as you can see, the tip of the second hand has got a loom, and the hour hand, minute hand, the indices, the 36912, and the top of the bezel, that indicator, also has got loom. This is how it looks like on my 7.25 inch wrist. So if you're looking for a dive watch from an established brand with a lot of legacy also, and you can think of the refinements and the sheer experience of the company comes into picture, then you can go for this Timex, although a little pricey. So it comes at 18,995 rupees in India, and of course you can get discount, and with discount, depending upon how much discount are you getting, you might hit a right spot in terms of pricing, and you will never regret buying this watch. This is, I can very well claim, because since the time I have purchased the watch, I cannot take my eyes off this watch, frankly speaking. So if you like my channel, please like and subscribe to the channel, because it will help me a lot. Because I, like every YouTuber, I also lose motivation in between. So in order to keep motivated, we need to have some boost by the fans or by the people who are watching the video. So please like and subscribe the videos, and shoot your questions to me.